Alright guys, so I kinda hoped I wouldn't have to do this, but this guy is a bitch. So I'm going to pretty much my last resort here, and I'm gonna set the difficulty to the easiest just to get past this, because I kid you not, I've been trying this boss. You'll see it all cut down in the 9th video of this playthrough. I cut this down from about an hour and a half just trying to beat this boss, no joke. This guy is worse than Azazel. I never thought we'd see it. I'm gonna have to go easy difficulty, and I'm gonna have to retry, and if I don't do it, I'm probably just gonna have to rage quit the game. So, let's do it. I didn't want to do it, but this guy's impossible, so... The hell? Look. Shit. God, laser straight at me. I actually think the easiest mode makes this worse. I haven't got full control over what Heihachi does. Oh, it damaged him better, but it gives you like no control over what Heihachi does at all. It's all like automatically step for you. I don't know if I like this. The hardest part is undoubtedly this. Oh shit. That is undoubtedly the hardest part. You gotta wait until his rage mode is all used up. Wow, you are kidding, right? For more health? There we go. Oh, please be over. Probably cheated, but I will take it as that's the end of the game, man. Because doing it on normal, like I said, no joke. I freaking tried this for an hour and a half on the medium difficulty. And it was just like, it makes no sense, because the three best fights in the game, which is Heihachi, Akuma, Kanzumi, and this fight, are the three best fights in the game, but they're also the hardest. He's still alive from that. What the fuck is this? It's like liquid snake, liquid ocelot, solid snake fight. One of these guys has got to fall, surely. Are these even unkillable dudes at this point? Can either of these dudes even die? They've fallen down volcanoes, they've had all sorts of shit happen to them. And they're still kind of duking it out here. They're still alive, Jesus Christ. I mean, I give Heihachi props. It took a lot of guts to take Kazooie out of his devil form. I think that hurt. Wow, is that it? Wow. Still not over. Watch them both fall to the ground and die. Just from exhaustion and everything. Oh shit. Oh damn it. Yep. That's it, done. Surely that one's gotta be over. How many years has these two been at it? Like pretty much I would say about maybe 20-30 years these two have been at it. I think he's dead. He's not getting back up. So after being Heihachi for the last part of this fight, he ends up the one who's died. What the hell? What was the point? You might as well just give him the hands to Kazuya. And of course, yes, because he throws him in the lava. Because that's how the Machinima family does their stuff. So is he finally dead? The epilogue, empathy.
Truth be told, I'm lucky to still be alive. No normal person could understand the reality of everything that I've seen. The truth of it all. Our world was dragged into a war between humans and devils.
I'm not gonna lie, this guy's been so boring throughout the entire story. Don't even know who he is.
Exactly why
and he really kind of has no importance whatsoever in the entire game.
One day, the fighting will end.
So it still hasn't.
I just hope that when it does, the world will be at peace.
Sorry. Oh my god. And that's how it ends. Wow. That's a really shitty ending, I'm not gonna lie. That's a really shitty ending, and I'm not gonna lie. I don't think this story was that good, to be honest. I don't think the story was that good. I mean, I understand probably why, you know, because this is the first time Tekken has ever done a story mode like this, but I mean the story was quite poor, to be honest. You know, there was no King of Iron Fist tournament whatsoever. There was no tournament, even though there was an announcement of one, and there was none, and it was just, I mean, some of the people we didn't even see in the story. Like, I don't think we saw Xiaoyu once. Jim we saw once or twice. We don't even know what's become of, you know, Lars, Jin, and Alyssa when they're back at the lab. And that news reporter was just boring as fuck. I didn't like that guy at all. I thought he's probably the worst character in the story, because he's just so boring. He sounds so bored when he's like reading his lines. But yeah, I don't think the story was that good, to be honest with you. I mean, the story was barely 2 hours. This is probably one of my shortest playthroughs ever, because this will probably end in about 10 or 11 videos. I mean, we're on video about 10 now, I think. I've edited it all down, but I don't know. I didn't. It was good for what it was, but I think overall it's nothing really to write home about. This story, it was pretty poor, really. I don't think it was poorly executed. You know, the CG and the graphics were great, but apart from that, it's just really no kind of meat on the story here. It's not what I expected. What I expected was going to be like, because this is the end of the Machinima Bloodline story. You know, I thought they were both really going to die from exhaustion, pretty much like a bit like what happened in Metal Gear Solid 4. But it just ends up that Kazuya wins, and what even makes no sense there is that he wins, but you were playing as Heihachi in that final fight. So what was the point? You might as well just ding Kazuya, because he's the person who won. I don't know. I mean, the only thing this story was pretty good for was the graphics. Really. I don't think there was really that much here at all, to be honest. The news reporter was boring as fuck. Excuse me. The news reporter was boring as hell. The fights were good for what they were, but I had to... Oh yeah, Capcom because of Akuma. Like I just did, I had to go on the easiest difficulty to beat the final boss of the game, because the final boss was worse than Azazel. I've already said my bit about, you know, CPU being psychic and reading your inputs and having the most perfect counters to everything. I've explained all that in other fighting games, so I'm not going to go over it again here. But yeah. So the Tekken 7 story, in summary, is short and not really that good, to be honest. It wasn't really that good at all. I mean, that's not necessarily... I'm not criticizing it, I'm just saying, like... You know, the fights are good and the graphics are good, but that's about it. The story is... I don't even know if there is a story here. It's just, it goes all over the place. The story's just not that good. It really isn't. It just goes all over the place. The news reporter is boring as hell, and it ends with just the weirdest stuff, whether Kazuya wins but you're playing his Heihachi, and you have the most ridiculous final boss I think I've ever faced. The final boss, which turns out to be, in my opinion, worse than Azazel from Tekken 6. And that's just something I never thought I'd see. A final boss that feels just worse than Azazel to fight against. I really don't know. Is it bad? No. But it's not bad in what it tries to do, but in terms of storytelling, it's awful. It actually is. This story is awful in terms of being a story. It's all over the place. I don't really understand. I mean, the only things I really get from this is how it turns out that Heihachi's wife, Kanzumi, was a devil from her family, and that explains how Kazuya got the devil gene, and then that explains how Jin got the devil gene. But that's about it. That's about all I got. Everything else, just like, it's all over the place. It's just, I don't get this story at all, quite frankly. I don't get it. And that's why I think it's so not that good. Because I don't feel there is one. And what's this?
はい、各地で進行を開始しています。このままでは。
これが平八なき後の世界だ。そもそも世界にこの戦乱を引き起こしたのが貴様であるのだ。これを収めるのもまた貴様の宿命。
Is he Jin?
お前しかいないんだ。
Or is it Kazuya? It's Jin! There he is. So finally he gets seen. Wow. Okay, so some end to the Mishima tale that was, because Kazuya's still alive and Jin's going after him. I don't know. Oh, it's a special chapter, apparently. That might be Akuma. We'll see what that is then. And it looks like we've got a bunch of character episodes too. Interesting about you can now fight special matches against Heihachi, Akuma, Kazuya, and Jin. Special matches unlocked. Jack Cossack plate, Violent Systems plate, Kazumi plate, Phoenix plate, Fatal Lightning plate, Phoenix health plate, health gauge. It's pretty cool that you get to like customize your health gauges and things. Wow, there's a lot of customization here that I'm unlocking. And 3 million gold, I think that is. You can now play the hardest difficulty in story mode. Well, considering I couldn't do the final boss on fucking easy, medium difficulty, no fucking thanks. I'll pass. A new chapter's been unlocked in the story mode, which we're just looking at. I get the feeling it's going to be Kazuya versus Akuma, because I think that might be Akuma's foot standing there, so I can't wait to see how this fight turns out. We'll give it a look, but yeah, I'm not so sure this story was... It's kind of disappointing, to be honest. And to be honest, I really didn't get a lot of it either. The only thing I got was the whole Devil Gene thing, but that's about it. And now it looks like maybe there'll be a sequel when Jin will chase down Kazuya, and yeah, it's a mess. It's a complete... This story is a mess. At best, it's average, and at worst, it's a bit of a mess with no real story at all, I think. But maybe I'm being too heavily critical. I don't know, but I didn't feel it. I didn't feel it with the story. It didn't feel that good. I mean, it's short, and it's disappointing. So, oh well. We'll go and see what this special chapter is, but I'm assuming it's going to be the continuation of that. Maybe Akuma shows up where Kazuya is and we have one final battle. That's what I'm assuming, but let's find out. But yeah, that was... I don't know what that was. Disappointing, I guess. But maybe I'm being a bit too harsh. We'll see what the characters episodes are like as well. But yeah, not much. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about that one. I feel a bit down, to be honest. Short and not really sweet, I guess. We'll see what this last chapter is in these character stories, and obviously check those out.